and girls, it's Know It Time! Know It Time!
So today, I'm going to show you how to do sum / differences of functions. Okay. Sum / differences of a function. Back in grade, I believe 11, as early as grade 10, 11, your teacher taught you this notation called f of x. Okay. This really represents a function, and we actually did this in transformation. So this means function. Now, your teacher may have easily asked you to do x squared. And then they say, find f(2). I'm going to let you try this on your own. Actually, I'm going to pause it. This is saying this. Another word for f of x really is y. This is saying, what we're going to do here is we're going to plug in. See, notice this used to be x. Now what they did is they replaced x with the number 2. So what this is saying, plug in 2 for x. So that's what it represents, 2 for x. So when I plug in 2 for x, I get 2 squared. Okay. What this question really saying is, what is f of x when x equals to 2? That's called function notation. So instead of writing y and x, we write down f of x. So my simply answer is 4. We're going to write this as a sentence. I need to write this down. When x, you have to learn how to read this, equals to 2, f of x. See, another word for f of x, some people like to use the letter y, equals to 4. I'm going to make it a bit more challenging. Notice we use the letter f of x. And again, I'm going to make it up again, equals to 3x minus 1. That's one function. Sometimes you need to have a different function, so they like to use another letter. So we're going to call our second function g of x equals to 2x squared plus x minus 2. So now, I'm going to teach you some more things. I'm going to say, find h of x if a h of x equals to f of x plus g of x. So, here's a question. Find h of x if it equals to f of x plus g of x. Sigmund, what would you get? Show me your work first. So, what do you do first? Yep. Yep. Good. See, this is called adding functions together. Because I'm just adding f of x and g of x. Now we're going to simplify. If I simplify, Sigmund, what's your final answer? 2x squared. Hi, keep going. Ooh. -3. Okay. That is called adding two separate functions. See, notice now, this is my h of x function. B. I'm going to twist it up a bit. I'm going to say h of x equals to f of x minus g of x. Again, I'm going to pause it. How did you show me your work for this one? What did you do? So you went 3x minus 1.
Minus 2x squared.
Minus, now I'm going to be careful. I'm going to use brackets this time. So this is going to be, sorry, what is it, Ash? 2x squared, yep.
Minus x.
Okay, I'm just keep it the way it is. I know what you did. So what you did was you expand out the minus sign, right? So you have 3x minus 1 minus 2x squared minus x plus 2. Okay, keep it simple. Now, what's your final answer, Anesh?
Negative 2x squared
Yep.
plus 2x
Yep.
plus 1.
And you are correct. Okay. That is how we do. Now, sometimes they can give you in different form. Sometimes they can do this C. I'm going to say f of x equals to 2x squared minus x minus 2. G of x equals to 3x minus 1. Look at how I'm going to ask you in this form this time. It's going to say find a bracket g minus f. Look at the difference form. I want you to start this question, okay? Because this question is asking in different form. It's the same question, but notice now it's not as straightforward. It's in a different form. I want you to learn to recognize the forms. They're the same question, but in different form. This question is the exact same thing as asking you g of x minus f of x, except I asked you in a different way. Okay, that's what this really is. So now, to save time, I'm going quickly. This will be 3x minus 1 minus, again, look, I'm using open brackets, 2x squared minus x minus 2. And if you did this correctly, Pawan, what's your final answer? Yep. Plus 4x? Yep. Plus, what was it? Plus 1. See, exact same question, except I asked you in different formats. Well, what about the x? Minus becomes a plus. Plus x plus 3x because 4x. Whoa, what? The question is, next, how do you graph h of x? Oh, you're back to graphing. The question is, how do you graph h of x? I'm going to give you a question. Yeah, I know, I should have. F of x, I'm going to start off easy and simple, equals to 3x minus 1. G of x equals to negative 2x plus 3. H of x equals to, should I do add or subtract? F plus g of x. The question is, how do you graph that? I'm going to pause it down, and most of you, this is what I saw you did. You simplified. Guys, settle down. Alright, here we go. Most of you, what you did first was you simplified this, and then you just work with the new equation. I believe that becomes x plus 2. So really, all I'm asking you to do is graph x plus 2. Two ways of doing this. If you want to go back to old school way, you can create a table of values. That's called the old school way. Okay. Some of you say, Mr. Lo, I don't need to do old school. I know this stuff. Because in Math 10, I was taught that this is really equation line with a y-intercept of 2. My line is a positive slope. So it goes something like that. Works perfectly fine. Part B. What if I don't give you the equations? How would you do it then? I'm going to pause it. I'm going to load up to figure out on your own. I want you to graph h of x. Go. Graph h of x. No, I want you to graph h of x. Yeah. I want you to graph h of x already. I don't want an equation. I want to know what the graph looks like for h of x right away. That's all you get.
graph is up. So it would be, yeah, it would be actually.
Did you give a value?
No, right.
How would you do this? Good luck.
Is it a rough sketch?
It's gonna be a rough sketch. No equations. You don't need any equations. Using these two graphs only. How would you sketch h of x? This is f of x right here. F of x minus g of x. No equations. How would you graph it? Because you're so used to working with equations, now I'm going to test you with concepts. Good luck. And I have to show me your work and your logic of doing this. Whoa, 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 close your books, Vicky, close your books. Close your books. Oh, please, please. I'm on to you.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, it does.
Alright, I'm going to be walking around you. Each row is going to choose one person. You're going to tell me how you did it. If your method is right, without even looking at your graph, you win a card. Simple as that. Let the games begin. I will start with any rows want to volunteer. Okay, show me how you did it. Okay, so wrong approach. Good try, but wrong approach. This row. Your approach is correct. Okay, number one, remember, I don't want to hear any equations in there. You have to do this without using any equations. You can't just say, so that's x plus blue line is this equation, red line is this equation, so I subtract. That method will not work because there will be a lot more complex ones. I only need an easy one to begin with. So I'm going to say no to your way works, but in the future, that means you will not be able to come up with an equation. Okay. That is only worthy of one card. You're on the right track. Very close. Alright? Okay, I need one person. Who's going to show me how to do it? I need. Come on, guys. I have to walk away. And then I take the X. No, wrong approach. This row, I need one person to explain to me how's that. Okay, show me who's representing. What do you guys do? Oh, you didn't say great. No
Has a lot of people bought your line?
Okay, let's roll. I need to know this row. Wow! First row to get all three correct. All three. Well done. Hey. Oh, washroom? Yeah, go ahead. So, here is how. Now, this. Resume. Number one. One of the key thing is I said you are not allowed to create an equation because in the future you won't get straight lines. You will get curves, you get circles, you get triangles, and you will never be able to come up with an equation for that. So the question is, how do I use only lines to get my new points? And most groups were on the right track, but they wouldn't give me full detail. Ashley's row got it correct. What did you do, Bar? What did you do?
I made two tables of values for the f of x
Yep.
and g of x.
Yep.
And then I used the same x points.
Yep.
And I plotted the y's, and then I minus the y values from each other.
That's exactly what you have to do. See, if you look at this, it says, I'm going to show you what she meant. We're going to create a table of values right now. And remember, this is all about understanding. It's not about who's better at coming up with formulas. It's all about understanding what f of x and g of x represent. I'm going to create a table. We'll call this x. X will always be x in every equation, no matter what you do. See, f of x really is y. G of x really is also y. H of x really is also y. What Ashley did was she chose any point, any value for x. So choose a random point for x right now. Let's choose 0. Put in 0 for x. If x equals to 0, what is f of x equal to? 1. Because f of x is really y. I go back here and I put in 1 right now. If x equals to 0, what is g of x? Well, g of x is right here. -3. We're going to use the same thing, and then to get h of x, we take f of x minus g of x. So 1 minus a -3. You should be able to figure that out. 4. I want you to choose 3 more points, exactly like what we're going to do. Because I want the more points you choose, the better it is. But I just want a rough idea. So let's choose some negative numbers this time. I'm going to choose -2. Fill in the coordinates right now for f of x. Well, if I choose f of x, Hartej, what is f of x if x equals to -2? -1. Amrit, what is g of x? Patricia, then what's h of x? Which is 0. See what I did? I'm going to do a few more. Guys, I want you to do a few more on your own. Save time, I'm going to quickly do this. Deep, what numbers did you choose for x, Deep? What is f of x? 5. What is g of x? And then what is h of x? So, I'm going to do just one more to be sure. Danish, what numbers did you choose for x? 1? Whoa, what's wrong? Which number's wrong? Oh, sorry. Deep, you made a boo-boo. That's -7. So therefore, this is going to be positive 12. Okay? So Danish, if you choose 1 for x, what's f of x? 2, g of x, -4, and this will be 6. So what we're going to do now is, I'm going to plot this in. When x equals to 0, I'm going to use the green. H of x equals to 4. So here's my first point right there. 4. When x equals to -2, h of x equals to 0. When x equals to 4, well, I can't show you there. 1 is 6. Hey, look at this. If I did it right, I should have a straight line going something like that. And that is h of x. That is the best way to do it. Otherwise, you will not be able to come up with an equation later. One last question for today, and we're done. I've been getting a lot of comments just to know, why do I need to know this? What in the world does it make sense? And this is why. Why do you need to know functions? You need to know functions. I'm going to give you an example of an application. You're going to do this, and then this will wrap up our lesson for today. Okay? Now, I created some math t-shirts. I'm going to sell it to you guys. I'll show you the color and everything. And the t-shirts, basically, I'm going to use it as a modifier from the book for a bit. T-shirts have a fixed cost of $125 and $7.50 per shirt. Per shirt. I'll show you what it means. Okay, $125 is the setup fee to set up the prints and everything. And every T-shirt I produce will cost me $7.50. That's how it works. Now, what I'm going to do is this: T-shirts. In turn, I'm going to sell the T-shirts. T-shirts are sold. Again, this is the exact formula, I kid you not, that companies use. Sold for. So if you ever buy a t-shirt, the grad t-shirts you're wearing right now, they actually do use this formula. Sold for $12 each. Oh, no. Someone has to pay for it. Nothing is free in this world. No, you guys actually paid for it. You guys don't realize that yet. You know your grad fees and all that stuff? You're wearing it. So yeah, it's not free, guys. Yeah. No, that's part of your, uniforms and all that stuff. So, $125 for setup fee. My question is this: you're gonna create two functions. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna create two functions. The first function is I want you to create something called create a cost equation. A cost equation. And by the way, this is the exact formula that every printing company uses to produce your t-shirts. There's always a setup fee. And then whoever buys them and sells them, they calculate how much did I sell to break even, or how much did I create it. Number two, you're gonna create a revenue equation. And then I'm going to show you our t-shirt design, revenue equation. And I'm going to show you how much I need to sell to break even. Otherwise, I lose money. Actually, I don't lose money. The company loses money. So I'm going to pause it. But some of you got it right. Dominique, what is the equation for the first one? I'm going to call it C of x, because this is all about functions. So it'll be 7, sorry, what is it? I didn't hear you. 750x is correct. Plus 125. The reason why Dominique says this is this. Your 125 is a fixed cost. It doesn't matter you order 1 t-shirt or 0 t-shirts. You have to pay me 125 just to set it up. That is correct. Divya, what's your revenue function going to be? 12x. Revenue is how much I make in total, which is I sell $12 for one at X. Part 3. What is your profit equation gonna be? Your profit, think about your profit. Who've taken marketing before or business? How do you calculate your profit? You take your revenue. You're going to do something with your cost minus your cost. Hey, doesn't this look like a function we did? I want you to find the formula. So I go 12x minus, be careful, I like to use brackets, 7.50x plus 125. That equals to 12 minus 7.5 is 4.5. 4.5x minus 125 equals to profit. If I were to break even, how many teachers must you sell? How much? 28. How do you do that? I set profit equal to 0. Because if I set profit equal to 0, if I sell less than 28 t-shirts, I lose money. If I sell more than 28 t-shirts, I make money. That's business. Okay? And if you don't know your functions, you won't be able to do this. You would play the guessing game like how much I would do. The power function that tells you right away. So this is the exact formula that companies use. And whoa, Vicky. Page 483. Numero 1 to 13. I want you to no, breathe. I want you to ace it. Not get 100% on it. I want you to do ACE. Because they're all really the same concept. That